let's move to the second bit of it. So Laura, we talk about mentorship and all other things, right? So I'm sure you might have had many mentors, but what's the best piece of advice that you have received from a woman, or like, again, we're not focusing on the woman part of it, but anyone in general, and how has that impacted your career? So would you like to kind of give a brief of that?
Absolutely. So I think it's really tricky to pick like one piece of advice, but the main thing that comes to mind, advice I've received, has been from a friend of mine, Lauren Curry. She runs a lot of stuff to do with confidence, and I feel like advice that I've received around confidence has been a game changer for me, not just in my career, but in my life more generally. And the piece of advice that I received was about how I don't need to change myself. Like, women don't need to be more confident. We need to change what confidence means to us and what we think of when we think of confidence. And I think that perspective of changing how we think about confidence, rather than blaming ourselves or thinking that there's something wrong with us, is really, really helpful. It's helped me to, not shy away from feeling good or feeling happy or successful. Like, there's no need to feel guilty for feeling those things. So yeah, that's probably some of the most pivotal advice I've received.
Awesome. Love it. I think the confidence part is very important, like whichever phase of your career you are, I think, that really is important. Like, talking about advice, Precious, moving to you, like, one woman who has inspired you in your life and why. It can be anyone. So would like to hear from you.
It will have to be a friend of mine, Sibu Mapena. She started her marketing company and managing talent at a young age, 23 years. And I saw when she started this company, and it's from nothing, and now it's so huge that it closed the gap in terms of unemployment, in terms of youth, and then it's more global because the biggest event that she hosted, it's Global Citizen, whereby bringing the world together. So she, from planning, from planning to executing the actual show.
Yeah.
The way she pushed herself, and also but work with people and develop young people here in South Africa. Now she's having few interns. She's teaching them how to start their businesses and helping their communities. So she inspires me because it's not about her, it's about the new generation, the younger generation. So she works so hard, but yeah, I'm really, really inspired because she's still humbled. She's still normal like any other person, but she works hard, and it's not about her, it's about the community.
Lovely. I think it's all, giving back to the community, and, like, growing the community is something very important that, like, we as a team or individual should always focus on. So yeah, thanks, Precious, for the lovely bite. Meena, coming back to you, I think again, very simple with respect to D&I perspective. What are the three top defining factors of a truly gender diverse workplace? Or, like, overall, the D&I perspective, what do you feel
Yeah,
about it?
there's so many ways that you could answer that, but I'm gonna stick with the basics because that's like those are the ones that stand up for me. Stand out. One is respect. Is you can't have a truly gender diverse workplace if you don't have respect and appreciating the authenticity of the people. Then the second one for me is trust, and like coming from this understanding where like we're humans, we have emotions, we have ideas, we have feelings, and it's important to have trust so we can have like a good communication, and like we can respect and honor each other, and like I said, solve together. And then the third one that I picked was openness, like being open-minded to embrace the differences and have that communication around that. So those are the three ones that I picked for today.
Awesome. I love it. It's one word, so like it always be in each one I've heard. Open-minded, trust, and respect. Love it. Candice, again, coming back to you, uh, it's very simple. I'm sure you must have few examples, but can you share one example, of a project or a perspective as a woman that you have contributed, or your idea which has been contributed to a success, be that your project or like work-wise, any which ways.
Yeah, so I love this question because it always reminds me personally to include everyone, right? And the reason I say that is because as someone who works in marketing, we all know that we love to group people in by demographics, right? Like age or gender or location or lifestyles and things like that. And so when you have a group of people, especially in marketing, that are coming together to create something innovative and something new, if they all are the same, right? Either they are all male, they're all female, whatever the demographic may be of the room, there's ideas and perspectives that are left out. And I don't think it's intentional, right? It's just those are our experiences. And so we speak to our experiences, and this is our perspective. So we're able to speak to that. And so in projects, especially early on in my career, when I was sometimes the only woman in the room, my perspective was very different than my peers around me, right? Because they had a very different life journey. They had a very different idea about whatever the go-to-market plan was or the outreach plan was. And so I think of it as a moment for me to always pause and look around and say, do we have everyone we need here, right? Is it inclusive? Yeah. Are we including people from all different walks of life, all different types of lifestyles, all different types of everything? Because when you have a really, really group of diverse individuals, both thinkers and presenters, that's where the best ideas come from, so everyone has a unique perspective to bring. So that's where I think, as women, we get to shine really well because we have just a different perspective. And so if we have more people in the room with a different perspective, success will just come inevitably.